Hello, my lovelies. Welcome back to another franchise live stream today. We have a whole bunch of good stuff to talk about. First, we're going to introduce our panel. I'm your girl, Zaria, and I'm joined here with the real son, Maurice himself. I'm also joined with Steph, and I'm also joined with the man, CD Core Values. Hey, guys, what's up?
I think me and Steph have a different name for CD. What was it, Steph? It was like something that was
All
absurd.
right, bro. Okay, all right,
You
bro.
had
that
checkers bag in hand.
All right, bro. I didn't have checkers. I don't know what these allegations
Hey,
are coming from.
What is
you
that? We
know,
call them
CD, I think me and Steph, you ate today, bro. I'm a little hungry. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, what you're hungry for?
I'm a little hungry, man.
Hey, somebody got to hit catering, dude. That's all I got.
That's all I'm saying.
Right? Okay.
Catering,
Right.
dude.
All right. Yeah, we're pushing that. Yeah.
It's all smiles right now. But I gotta catch all the fades today, bro. I'm Ash Ketchum today. I'm ready for every debate that comes my way.
I'm in a good mood, though. I'm in a good mood, though. Because despite us ragging on CD, I did this for you. This is for you, CD, and Mo, who's been clearing the comments too. But this is for you. This is for you see the suit, the watch.
Yeah.
Today.
No, seriously, can we really talk about how clean Reese is looking right now? Like, let's really talk about it right now.
Yeah. Reese Luther King, brother. Yes, sir. Yeah.
But people always dress up when they have feelings, and that's why I gotta put you in. Because this debate life got to be serious today. Franchise. Hope all y'all watching. Hope all y'all ready. Let's do
it. Okay, so we have a lot to talk about, especially given the fact that we are now going into the lead up for SummerSlam. SummerSlam is literally in the next couple few days. What? It's almost like a week almost. No, it's in a few days. It's this weekend, right?
No, Saturday main event this weekend.
No,
Saturday main event this weekend.
When you're
2 weeks away.
Watch WWE no more.
But one way or another, WWE has a lot in store for the next couple of pay-per-views that we have coming up. But given that, let's just go right into what we're doing. Let's just go straight into it. Number one, as WWE failed Bron Breakker. Bron Breakker has went through maybe the worst thing ever. He lost to Seth Rollins. His entire team got eradicated by Seth Rollins. Where do you think this is? Where do you think WWE has gone wrong with Ron?
Honestly, I'll kick us off, boys. I do think the answer to this question is yes. And I say that because when you think about where Bron Breakker was just a year ago, in programs with freaking Roman Reigns, in programs with CM Punk, bro, and now he is nothing more than half of a tag champ with Austin Theory. In a doggone faction that nobody wants. Hell, he doesn't even want to be in it. It's really a bad look. Do I think it's recoverable? Of course. But they're currently failing him, bro. Bron Breakker was projected to win a world title before Oba Femi. Bron Breakker was projected to be one of those breakouts from NXT. WWE has 110% failed him, and they have been failing him for the past few months. I think there were many way better opportunities to capitalize on. He probably should have been left the division, in my opinion. They are failing him. They have been failing him. And oh my goodness. The tag division, I think, is the lowest stoop that we can get him to. No one cares about the tag division already. No one cares about Austin Theory. If he didn't beat Cena at Mania, he probably wouldn't be contracted anymore. He's just in a really, really bad spot. Nobody wants to be in the faction, not the manager, not him himself, not the girl who got added into it. They're feuding with freaking Alpha Academy, bro. They're failing, bro.
Cinema.
Yeah.
It's poverty, brother. Poverty. All right, let me take the wheel with this one. Do I think they failed Bron Breakker? Yes, I do. I do think that. This is definitely one of his lowest lows. This is going to be one of many lows for his career going forward. This is just the first one. But I do think he can recover. He shows some frustration. Obviously, we know he's not satisfied with this group. To be fair, who would be? Honestly, if I was stuck in a division, I would probably be complaining too. What they should do though for Bron though to fix it, just move on to SmackDown. They failed him right now, though. I will make that clear. They definitely failed him, but they can rebuild him. That's the best way to put it. And by doing that, Just move over to the other side. Move to SmackDown. Get him away from poverty. We don't want him in poverty. We want him to shoot for the stars, like how Oba is shooting for the stars right now. We want that same thing for Bron. That's what I'm gonna say.
For the first time in both of your lives, you guys not only agree but are correct. I can't believe this. We have an all three agreeing panel. Look, Bron Breakker is one of the most impressive talents on the roster. There's no doubt about it. Bron Breakker is one of my favorite superstars in WWE right now because I know the oozing amount of potential that he has inside of him. It's almost Gohan-esque, right? It might be pushing it, but it's so much. I actually don't even think it's pushing it that much. I think so many. I think so many good things and intangibles are represented with Bron Breakker and who he is. The issue is that nobody in that TKO locker room. I'm gonna say a locker room because apparently there's old wrestlers, people who don't even watch wrestling. Everybody in that TKO boardroom, locker room, everybody in WWE backstage, the writing room that they have where they get paid millions of dollars to write horrible stories. My goodness, if only so many others could have that opportunity to sit there and write horrible stories and horrible character arcs for people like Bron Breakker is absolutely asinine. I have no idea why in the world we're having Bron Breakker continuously be put into stupid feuds and be a lackey in his own with the star power that he has now in his own faction. I was going to hesitate to that, but it really is. This is supposed to be at this point Bron Breakker's faction, and yet it still feels like Bron Breakker is
a lackey to Logan
the
Paul.
Lackey of the lackeys. He's like the least important there. It's absolutely asinine for that to even be the case. I believe that Bron Breakker is being absolutely wasted by WWE, and it's not just Bron Breakker. It's a plethora of other content, characters, and content. I mean that they both fit the description. Shoot, there's some other names that I dare say that they're also failing. I say there's some legends that they're also failing. I think almost everybody on that roster, if not everybody on that roster, they are failing to a certain degree. And Bron Breakker, unfortunately, has taken the brute end of a horrible stick in terms of, hey, Bron Breakker, we're going to have you have feuds with every big star, but lose to every big star. And then when you get done losing and jobbing to every big star, we're going to have you be put with a bunch of jobbers so we can clarify the fact that, hey, Bron Breakker is a jobber. I firmly have no evidence to believe that Bron Breakker is liked by anybody in that WWE backroom. Absolutely nobody. Because if you did like him, and if you had just a little bit of an ounce of willpower to succeed as a company, then what you would be doing is pushing Bron Breakker to the moon, to where he has to give promos via satellite because we can't touch this man. That's where Bron Breakker should be.
If I may, actually, because I completely agree with all you guys. I truly believe that Bron Breakker, given the fact of where he came from in NXT, on top of the fact that he's pretty much maybe our last little bit of the Nepo babies that have been coming out into WWE in the longest while, I truly believe that him getting this move up has honestly been more of a character assassination rather than a character rejuvenation. There was so much potential for what Bron Breakker could have been. There was so many there were so many stories that people wanted to see out of Bron Breakker that, in my honest opinion, everything that we wanted to see out of Bron Breakker was given to Oba Femi. Maybe it could be an outlandish statement for me to say, but it's definitely one of those things of Breakker should have had all of this that Oba Femi had long before Oba Femi would have gotten here. He really should have. He has the talent, he has the skill. Heck, he even outside of the name, he has so much to him. He could have been the bigger face of the company. Yes, I completely agree with that. He should have been the face of WWE. He should have been, if not, even if you don't want to give it to him now, he should have been formed to become the next face of WWE. He should have been the next person that should have been the Roman. He should have been the Cody. He should have been the Cena. That's pushing it. I get it. But he should have had what all of these other greats had. He could have been, honestly, the real leader of the new WWE Renaissance. They ended up messing it up so badly. Now we had to give it to Oba Femi, and he didn't deserve it. But because we saw how Bron Breakker has been sacrificed, not just wasted, sacrificed. This is what we have to deal with now.
I honestly think we were in a perfect position right now if we were to push the button on the Bron Breakker stuff, because while we're building Oba as this future monster, he's the new coming of Brock. It could have been Braun and Roman at freaking SummerSlam. Like they could have been having him in these type of opportunities, and really it just kind of even if you don't want him to win it, okay, so be it. Putting him in these big stages, SummerSlam is what, the second biggest show of the year, maybe third if you have Royal Rumble as bigger. Like, come on, like he could have been up with Roman. He could have been up, bro. It's just so many spots he could have been. And even if you do have him lose, it is a monumental showcase. We have Oba versus Brock happening, passing of the torch moment. We could have had Braun and Roman happen. Who knows how many more years Roman got? Let's be honest. Who knows how many more months Roman got?
Yeah. There truly should have been a lot more given to Breakker. There should have been a lot more faith given into Breakker, because I will even say that the vision wasn't even made for Bron Breakker. It was made for him to lead it eventually, of course, not
absolutely.
But I always like to believe that the vision was actually created for Bronson Reed, but they had to put him with someone else who also was a rookie, but also had a little bit more draw power, which was Bron Breakker. If we look at it spade to spade, Breakker was gonna already get split off eventually and end up becoming what he was now. But a lot of things seem to have just, I guess, faltered or whatever the case was. Not saying that I'm the person in the writings room, because who cares? They still book it. It's still the product that we have to sit and watch. But it's one of those things of, even with Breakker, is it a little bit too late by the time they do break him off? I guess. Who knows? But go ahead, guys.
I want to take this into a different stratosphere, if I will. Right now, WWE is dealing with one of the worst programs that they've put on in years, if not the worst, on a week-to-week basis. And I get it. In 2019, we were having some questionable stuff. I say the same thing this year. And I know people want to say it's ridiculous for us to compare these years to 2019. I don't think so, right? Because if we keep on pushing back and going, you know what? It's okay. It's not 2019. Now 2019 becomes like the standard that WWE thinks like, oh, as long as we don't do that, then we're good. So we can float around it, even dibble dabble in it some weeks. But as long as we don't do it for 5 months straight, maybe they won't care as much. Or maybe that their minds are so upset by that the ounce of anything remotely positive can be seen as a light and can be put on this pedestal. Us as WWE fans have gotten so comfortable, and so comfortable is the right word, right? But so soft in terms of like getting
desensitized. There you go.
And sucking it up and eating it every single day. Like, no, it's completely fine for us to complain about this show. And I know there are some big shooters for WWE out there who feel like, you know what? If you don't like the product, stop watching it. Well, the ratings have dropped. Oh, the ratings don't matter. Well, your whole vouch is that anytime any other company gets brought up, well, WWE got more ratings than them. Now ratings dropping. Now AEW is on track to outsell SummerSlam. For the first time in years in the United States, WWE's going to hold a show. It's second biggest show ever. And another company will outsell it. That has not happened since WCW.
Wow.
So you want to go out here, you want to sit here and take poison to the dome, go for it. But as for me and my mouth, pause. I'm going to complain. I'm going to complain all day long until something positive happens, right? And I feel like that's completely fair. Look, this Bron Breakker issue is just part of a lot of issues that go on with this company in terms of just the product that it's producing. That's all I'm speaking about, right? Because if you get into the backstage stuff that's going on, it's a different conversation. But just in terms of the product that it's producing, Bron Breakker and the Vision and Oba Femi even happening on the same show is ludicrous. There is a show suffering in silence. And the reason why it's silent is because nobody's there to watch it. It's SmackDown. A show that's been horrible, absolutely disgusting. Week to week, SmackDown is being used to torture prisoners. It's being replaced. It's replacing the death penalty.
Ladies and gentlemen, he is exaggerating. But
would you rather get an electric chair or watch SmackDown?
I mean, I'm watching SmackDown.
I'm getting
an
electric chair.
You're crazy, brother.
I'm not hopping in a chair.
Wow.
As much as I do,
have a higher chance of surviving the electric chair.
No, I think as much as I agree with a lot of your sayings,
oh my,
I don't know. Like, hey,
I wouldn't go that far.
2019 though. That's all I gotta say. Maybe
2018, right. 2018 was just as bad too. Like, you talk about it.
It is just as bad. This is really bad. I think what we're really failing at now compared to 2019. I think what we were watching in 2019 was just bad stories, bad everything. I think now we're really watching bad booking of our actual talents, of our future talents, I would say. Besides certain people, I think Javon is getting a pretty good little mid-card stuff going. I kind of like what they're doing with Javon.
I think the issue is that they form a story that can go somewhere, and then they just completely it's impressive. I give it. It's absolutely impressive. I haven't found another company that's done it before, so this is super impressive. They will find a story that has actually really good trajectory, sometimes all-time great level trajectory, and then find every way possible to make it worse. I've just never seen it happen. Like it's absolutely insane. It's like they have something that's decent, and then they go, you know what? The only way this could be bad is if we do this thing. So let's do this thing and see if it actually will be that bad. And they do it every single time. It's absolutely asinine. And how does this relate to Bron Breakker, since we're on this conversation? We talked about Oba Femi earlier.
He suffers the most from it.
Why in the world are Bron Breakker and Oba Femi on the same show? Why not have Oba Femi and Brock Lesnar do their stuff on SmackDown? Give people a reason to watch SmackDown. Give people
honestly, you know what I just realized? Bron, Oba, Javon are all on the same show. God, all three of the best young talent. Obviously, we got Trick. Trick is cool. I'm saying young talent. Yeah, they're a little bit older.
Steph, let's bring this 20 years ago. Let's bring this 20 years ago.
Batista wasn't on the same show.
2006, 2005. Who do we have? John Cena and Batista. What were they on? Two different shows. Carrying the brands.
And they had their events with them. Yeah.
And there were debates on who was the better star on each show. That's what you want with Bron Breakker and Oba Femi.
Because who is the star? Who's the young star on? Who's the new star on SmackDown? Trick. That's their best new star. Trick is cool, but Trick isn't an Oba Bron level star.
And you want to know the issue with that as well is the fact that Trick Williams is battling for the mid-card belt. You have Oba Femi, who relinquished his title, ridiculous, but we'll get into that later. Relinquishes his title shot to fight Brock Lesnar. Sure, you replaced it, but he's the king of the ring. Why not have the king of the ring dominate SmackDown? Why not make a storyline of Brock Lesnar actually being scared of Oba Femi, which it clearly seems that he is, and somewhat in kayfabe, and he's running show to show to try to escape Oba Femi, and Oba Femi just catches it on SmackDown, and then it just stays on SmackDown.
Hey, I don't fully disagree, but
I'm not. Of course, there's so much to that story that we can unfold, and you're saying, I know what you're saying, like, hey, that's a little bit. There's a way to build into that. I'm not arguing that. I'm not. It's just a thought at the top of my head. My thing is that Steph, Zaria, core values. If we had 8 hours in a writing room, that idea in mind, had pen and paper, and we had 4 days to prepare for the next show, you would think we could actually implement that in a way where it has a good beginning, middle, and end.
Hey, I really think we need to do a day where we book, bro. Let's see who really got the pen. Let's see who really got the pen.
Nobody has the pen in that room right now, so I don't know.
Okay, so clearly we all can agree that WWE has necessarily failed Bron Breakker more so most of the entire roster. But while we are on the topic of Oba and Brock, that is pretty much going to be what our one of our main events for SummerSlam. But let's really call it spade to spade. Is a third match really all that necessary? Like, do we really need it? Do people really want it? Like, what do you guys feel to this?
CD, you want to start this one? I feel like this is
Yes, I
about to be
do.
the one that
Yes, I
gets
do.
loud.
Yes, I
I
do.
feel like this is
Yes,
the
I
one
do.
that's about to get loud.
Go
Okay.
ahead,
All
CD.
right.
Open us up.
No, it's not needed. No. Honestly, it should have just ended at Mania, and that should have been it. Brock should have just been gone. That should have been it. Now, as I'm mad that we're about to get a Hell in a Cell match, I'm not mad, but it's just like we could have had Oba and Roman. We could have had Oba get the world title. Like, it's so much that could have happened, but it's like, no, let's keep Brock Lesnar. Why not? Let's keep it for SummerSlam. Let's keep this guy around. It's not good. Like, him just being around is just like he's a parasite. He's legit a parasite. That's what I think of Brock Lesnar. Like, he's just a parasite. He's just a leech.
That's
Like, he just I'm just saying, like, I don't know what clicks in Triple H's head when he was like, "Oh, Brock Lesnar's retired. Yeah, let's just bring him back. Yeah, let's run this feud again. Just because, like, why not? Let's not put Oba in the world title scene. Let's get like, okay, this guy Triple H really was like, you know what we're gonna do with your King of the Ring win? We're gonna say, forget that. We're gonna put that to the side and forget your world title. Forget the championship opportunity. You're gonna face Brock Lesnar. Are you what? Like, are you serious? Like, it's just like, why do something so silly like that? It's just like, it's just silly. It's silly from Triple Nose to do something crazy like that. It really is, and he disappoints me sometimes, and he definitely disappointed me with this. Because let's be honest, it's not needed at all. That's what I'm gonna say. It's not needed at all, and we didn't need this at all. That's what I'm gonna say.
I 137,000% disagree with you. One, I think this is 1 second. My mama calling me. Hold on. Yeah, baby. Please, I gotta try to cook. I gotta cook. All right, here we go. I'm back. For one, why I do think it's 130% needed. In wrestling history, there's trilogies that have gone down. Triple H and Batista. Batista beat him at Mania. Boom. They didn't end it there. They continued the feud, and it further helped solidify who Batista was. Batista and Taker. It further helped solidify who Batista was. Those are building blocks in people's careers. Those are building blocks within wrestling careers. Oba's at the start of his. Not only did he beat Brock at Mania, he's the one who retired him in his hometown. That is the passing of the torch moment that we get to see. Also, every single match has turned up the heat every single time. And now we're taking it to a Hell in a Cell. If he is going to be this new beast, this new animal, this new this, give him that type of environment where he can go crazy. A Hell in a Cell, Oba Femi, Brock Lesnar sounds amazing. Yes, I do think we needed this thing because I think great rivalries have great trilogies. We've seen Cena do it with Punk. We've seen Cena do it with AJ. And you could say, oh, did he really need to fight AJ 3 times? Obviously, we know about the 4th one that happened during the farewell tour. But those first 3 mattered. Also, they're 1-1. Oba Femi, Brock Lesnar Oba can't have that stench on his record. Let him finish what he started. They're 1-1. I do think it is needed. Every single match turned up the heat, and it only gotten better from the first match to the second match to the third match. And I think it just does amazing stuff for Oba's career. Go ahead, Reese. I know you. I know you're ready, Reese. Go ahead, Reese.
Well, CD, Steph, you guys can never be fully wrong, so you guys are both half right. So I'll give you credit where credit's due. CD, you're wrong in the sense of the match. I agree in terms of we know the spectacle around Brock Lesnar's return. And by spectacle, I do not mean that in a positive light. You know, the stuff surrounding it. I think for those reasons outside of it, Brock Lesnar shouldn't have come back. From a storyline perspective, I do like Oba Femi versus Brock Lesnar. I also believe that their matches have been bangers. Do I believe that they are well, the second one, was it the best match ever? No, but it was really good. I also really enjoyed the first one at WrestleMania. I think they have both put on a phenomenal performances. But again, you're only half right. I'm not saying, and Steph, as well as you, I'm not saying that Oba versus Lesnar isn't needed. However, I don't think it is in terms of what we're getting. I do not feel like Oba versus Lesnar should happen as a one-on-one match. I feel like Oba Femi should have tried to push the agenda to have a triple threat with Oba versus Reigns versus Lesnar. Okay. Or at least do double duty.
That's different.
I
would have liked double duty.
Either one of those options is better than us just sacrificing the King of the Ring. Why? Because this was an opportunity for the first time in a long time for the King of the Ring to actually mean something and to be put on a pedestal. And what happens with it? It gets casted away because for some reason Oba Femi values Brock Lesnar more than the championship. You mentioned the point last time, Steph. You said, well, Oba Femi knows that he's going to get a shot anyways. What a horrible way for a champion to think, or a future champion.
Not a champion.
I corrected myself. Yeah, I corrected myself. Future champion, because I do believe he'll be a future champion. Horrible way for a super young star like that as well to think, just in general. To be so naive to the fact that these opportunities will just come past you is ridiculous. A way that they can pivot off of this, if WWE is smart enough, most likely they're not, is by having this be a consequence. By having Oba Femi go almost years without ever getting a title shot again. And he learns a mistake from this. Like, yo, these shots do not come easy. And chasing after Brock Lesnar was not the right thing to do. This is
storyline they can do.
This is assuming WWE knows how to write good stories. So take that as you will. The
can I cut you right there?
And the safe thing to do. You said what?
Can I cut into you right there? Because I would love to respond to that.
The right thing they should have done at the beginning was either double duty or a triple threat. The baby faces, the fearless baby faces of the past, the Austins, the Cenas, even Rock to a degree, they would have not sat there and been like, you know what? I'm good, Roman Reigns. I'm going to fight Brock Lesnar. They would have said, hey, Adam Pearce, I need Brock Lesnar that at the start of the event, I need Roman Reigns at the end of the event. That's what they would have done. And I understand Oba Femi is a different character, but in terms of the archetype that he is, he fits the same criteria. If you're going to build Oba Femi as a fearless ruler, I firmly believe that having him relinquish that King of the Ring to face Brock Lesnar as a solo act, we miss out on a lot if you don't have him do double duty, which they aren't going to do, or you don't have a triple threat, which they aren't going to do. I also feel like it would not have hurt Roman Reigns at all because he also has his stuff with Seth Rollins. So if he fights Seth Rollins and Oba Femi beats a broken down Roman Reigns, or let's just say he pins Lesnar and Roman Reigns doesn't even take the pin, we still have a Roman Reigns Oba Femi event for the future. So you guys are both half right. And per usual, WWE's half. Not even half.
Yeah, I'm about to say, like, you really gonna sit here and say half right?
What I wanted to say is, with the fearless ruler gimmick, it makes sense for a fearless ruler to believe that he can do this. Also, we're acting as if he's a 50-year-old veteran that's gonna take every opportunity. Like, he's been on the main roster for what, 6 months, and is already in a world title opportunity. It makes sense for him to be so egotistical to go, I'm just gonna get another one. That makes sense for his character. He's a young star, and like you just said, he's the fearless ruler. He has what, 2 losses on the main roster, and one of them is a DQ. So like, it makes sense for him to go, I'm going to get another one. I also do agree. I would have loved the double duty thing, but it would be the exact same mindset of what he's doing now with Brock. I'm going to get another one. That egotistical mindset of saying, oh, I'm gonna face Brock night 1 and then Roman night 2. The same way everybody is claiming that they want this now, every wrestling fan was like, oh, he should have done it. It would have been so cool. It would have been. I do agree. But you would have had that other side complaining, oh my gosh, he just made such a dumb move. Why would he do that? Because either way, it was dumb. You're saying it's dumb because he threw away a title shot.
No,
so now the other side is going to say it's dumb that, oh, he's going to jeopardize the title shot by taking on the beast Brock Lesnar, the person who just beat him.
The other side's wrong. I'm right. I don't care what they think.
Okay, fair enough. But I think regardless, it makes sense for an egotistical young. Let me say new because he's not young. It makes sense for an egotistical new star who has ripped through everything to believe that I'm just gonna get another title shot.
Also, I agree with that. And I addressed that. I already addressed that.
He went on further to also explain if he would have went for Roman. He says this Monday night. I don't know if you watched. I know you make it hard to watch.
Yeah, he would have cost him anyways. He
would have cost him anyway.
Bad promo.
So if you're believing that,
I don't like that.
Why would you still take that opportunity and waste your shot?
Okay, well now
instead of re-earning your shot and killing this man now.
I don't like that. I disagree with that. I don't like that. I don't like the he would have cost me anyways. No. A fear, bro. I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna beat you up and I'm gonna still win my match.
Exactly.
A fearless ruler. If you want to be
there, if you want to be the all-time, I don't think that's the way you should build your baby face. If you want to be one of the all-time greats, John Cena's gone out there, got distractions, come in and still beat the match.
John Cena got distracted.
He done stack pinned him. he'll stack him on top of each other.
Cena got distracted by a 57-year-old talk show host and lost the match.
Okay, he's also got
distractions in a match can definitely cost you. And in your first ever world championship match, it makes sense to not.
Wait, time out. I'm not arguing that. I'm saying that he's also had distractions and won the match.
I agree. They definitely have.
So, but I'm saying, like, if you're going to build him to be like, if the whole point is like, oh, I'm not scared of Brock Lesnar, bro, Brock, I'll face you night one and beat you up and put you out. I just think there's better ways to do it.
I do like the idea
on top of the fact that there's better ways. The story of this has not been good at all. Like, especially compared to their past two fights, the story that they're building right now with this weird Paul Heyman, Brock Lesnar love triangle thing they're trying to do, it's absolutely weird. I don't like it at all. I do not like the direction the story's going as well. So like that also goes to CD's point. WWE has used all their creativity. The most creative thing they've done is make a black man do a Nigerian gimmick because he's from Nigeria. That's the most creative thing they've done in the past like 3 months, and it's finally over, and they have now ran out of ideas. Congratulations, everybody in that boardroom. So,
whoa, they made an American play a Mexican and wear a mask, and then another American, a UKian, come in wear a mask.
That happened in the past 3 months.
It's currently happening.
He's German. What is he talking about?
Yeah, he is
a German.
This guy.
You know that happened a year ago.
The German man is currently being a Mexican.
I mean, the final match happened this year, so technically,
exactly. They just ended that storyline, Reeser. Hey, Steph is cooking right now, bro.
No, you're just wrong and yelling in the microphone.
Hey, Reese, just because you don't know how to spell German and men don't mean nothing. Oba Brock 3 is needed. Closing it off. Closing my book on that.
It's really not needed, bro.
Don't sell it.
Okay.
Keep your book to yourself.
It's really not. The storyline's kind of poverty currently.
Okay, so
go ahead, Zari. I'm sorry.
Okay, I was gonna say before we go too far, and I think we might much into Oba and Lesnar. I do think though WWE has kind of wasted when it comes to of these. Win this, you get this, and then the whole thing ends up getting completely wasted on. I really do think that it's gonna start losing its importance, its power. You're gonna have the wrestler win this just for them to relinquish it, waste it because they're focusing on something else. What is the point of them winning it then? Because if they're not going to use it, or if they're not going to hold on to it until they can use it, them win anyway.
I don't.
It's like it's like with Money in the Bank. Although we know that you have a year to cash it in.
Yeah.
If someone cashes it in, and then you're in its retrospect, you're supposed to cash it in for a main title. That person tries and cashes it in for a title.
No, I do agree with you on there, Zarya. I think the bigger issue with the Oba throwing away the King of the Ring, I feel like it's honestly because of the recent King of the Rings that haven't meant anything, and now we get someone who we did want it to mean something, and he doesn't. Because I think it fits his character. It's kind of like when Cena did the Money in the Bank, and he was like, I'm going to be honorable, and I'm going to challenge you to a 1v1 match. I'm going to give you the date. You're going to show up. We're going to have a match, straight up. It makes sense for certain people to do it with their characters. I think the real issue is the surrounders around them that's really pissing us off. Like, hell, Austin Theory cashing in for the U.S. title is crazy, is insane. And it's like
poverty. Yeah.
I really think the issue with Cena wasn't the fact that he cashed in on Punk at Raw 1000. That wasn't the issue. That was a Cena move. It made sense for Cena to do. No one can say that it didn't make sense. Were people mad that he was the first ever defeat? Sure. But, like, it made sense for Cena to do. I'm not mad that Oba made that decision. I think it's really getting the reaction because of the previous King of the Ring winners that we've had. Because who won the last King of the Ring? Can anybody tell me?
Cody. It was Cody. It
was fucking Cody? Oh, my gosh.
I think it was Cody, yeah.
The last one I remember is Xavier
Might have been Cody.
Wait, really? That's the one you remember?
Wow.
Wow.
Remember
the last one I remembered.
Yeah, I was like, you don't remember the Gunther one? Like, that wasn't.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah,
I remember Gunther.
And you remember Xavier Woods, but not Gunther.
Regardless, no. You want to value the King of the Ring, and I think this was a big mistake. I disagree with you, Steph. It's a big mistake of him doing it in general. That's why double duty was the right thing to do, or triple that was the right thing to do. You want to make sure that the King of the Ring looks as valuable as possible. You want it to be like the secondary Money in the Bank briefcase. You want it to make sure, and especially when you have a young star like Oba Femi who's put in this position, what you want is you want Oba Femi to continue to elevate. And how do you help him elevate himself, and not only elevate himself, but elevate something else that hasn't been elevated in years? You have it be the King of the Ring. Instead of the King of the Ring going on a superstar who's probably already established, whether it be in NXT and outside and independent companies, or whether it be on the main roster like the Cody Roses of the world or the Walter/Gunters of the world, you go ahead and you put it on an Oba Femi who's a young star, and now this looks like a thing that we can catapult young stars with, the King of the Ring. Instead, Oba Femi is no longer King of the Ring. He has relinquished that to go fight Brock Lesnar. I feel like that's a very bad move. I think you go out there, even if he does lose his match against Roman, which I wouldn't have liked, but even if he did lose the match against Roman Reigns, it still is like wow, this thing means something. On top of that, the King of the Ring, the finalist, it would only make sense. Even the storyline that they were building, why would Jey Uso be the last person to Oba that fight if he wasn't going to face Roman Reigns? Like, that should have been the whole thing. There should have been consequences for Jey Uso losing, and now Roman Reigns has to deal with those consequences, which would have further explained Jacob Fatu's. There's so many plot issues that put holes in different storylines because of Oba Femi going to the King of the Ring and relinquishing to go get out Brock Lesnar. It's not even just a Oba Brock Lesnar issue anymore. He has now this decision, not Oba Femi himself, but the decision from WWE has not only put holes in Oba Femi's character that we're talking about right now, but also put holes in the character of Brock Lesnar at this stage, because Brock Lesnar is no longer that same Brock Lesnar. He's clearly scared. He's like low blowing Oba Femi, and I get it because he lost. He's like the nurse, but even the execution that they've been cut with the promos recently hasn't been the best. On top of that, you now have multiple holes, even more in the Bloodline storyline, because of the fact that Oba Femi and Jey Uso were the finalists to go, and there hasn't been any consequences to that. There hasn't been any payoff for that. It's absolutely asinine.
Okay, awesome. All right, so before we drone onto this for too much longer, let's go into our next topic. Honestly, maybe one of, right now, what could be the biggest figurehead of WWE right now. CM Punk. CM Punk. The man now has the title. And the question is the man a hypocrite or a martyr or a hero? CM Punk now become what he's hated the most. We already know CM Punk has literally prided himself on being the voice of the people, being the person usually against, this corporate ideology and the figureheads. Like, he's against the machine, but he's slowly starting to be a little bit more for the machine. What do you guys think? Is a hypocrite? Is he a martyr? Is he just proving everything?
Let me get this real quick. Okay. At first, I thought he was a hypocrite but I sat down and really thought about it. I don't think he's a hypocrite at all. I just think that Punk finally understands the business now that he's more older. Because you got to understand, when he was fighting against him, he was much younger. Like he was like in his 30s, so he didn't understand. He didn't have that mindset like a John Cena and like other like top people at that time, like a Triple H, like people like that. He didn't have that mindset. But I feel like now that he's at this position now that he's at, which is essentially the top, I think he sees it like from a different lens now than he did when he was younger. So I don't think he's a hypocrite at all. I think he just understands the business nowadays. I think he just understands like what he has to do. It seems very corporate, but like sometimes you have to lean into that corporate bag to like get what you want to do. I ain't gonna lie, and it shows from all the previous like wrestlers that we grew up with. It's like, for example, like when Cena was younger, he wasn't like really like all about like the corporate until he got older. He understood the business. He started getting titles. He started getting a lot more opportunity. Like he started getting a lot more once when he started to understand the business a lot more. Same thing with Randy. Same thing with Batista. Same thing with Triple H. Guys like that. I just feel like Punk just has a different mindset now that he's older. That's just my whole thing. That's how I feel like. I don't think he's a hypocrite.
Reese, you had your hand up. What's
Steph? Hold on.
Yeah, go for it.
Here we go.
CD, when you took your time to think, did you forget to use your brain? Look.
Yes, sir.
CM Punk did understand the business in his 30s with more years of wrestling than everybody else you named. That was your takeaway?
Yes.
That was what you took away. CM Punk and
he understands the business fully, brother.
In 2011, with years of wrestling on his resume, didn't understand the business. No,
not in the kayfabe sense.
CM Punk was being treated poorly. CM Punk was being fired on his wedding day.
Yeah, now he's being treated like one of the best wrestlers.
Still not getting main events. He was being treated poorly. Absolutely disgusting. No, he did not.
And now he's being treated like one of the top stars, brother.
Yep. CM Punk is just in a completely different WWE now. That's the difference. At WWE where, hey, you don't have to wrestle. We don't want to push the young guys yet. And if you aren't drawing money, we don't want you as a champion, even if you're a good wrestler and things of that nature. And even if you aren't the biggest draw, as long as we like you, we'll still keep you around. CM Punk is just working for a completely different company because WWE in 2026 is completely different than it was in 2011. So, no, I just highly disagree with that. Do I think CM Punk is a hypocrite, to your question? Sure, maybe, probably, yeah. I mean, I understand how somebody could get that conclusion. Sure. Do I think he's like the worst person ever? No. But do I think his perspectives changed? Probably, but like I don't think that's because he just lacks so much experience at 2011. I highly disagree with that. I think it's because he's working for a completely different company with a completely different boss, but a completely different system. And so now that system is different. He's working under the system. If anything, this is more relevant for when CM Punk came back. When he came back after saying he wasn't going to come back, that's more hypocritical than him getting the title off of Sami Zayn. Is CM Punk getting offered more title opportunities because he understands the business more? Absolutely not. He's always understood the business. He's getting more title opportunities because, one, he probably be the best on the roster. Two, he's a big draw, and Triple H doesn't have a John Cena or Stone Cold Steve Austin to lean on. I mean, Roman, but Roman's on a different show. Well, no, he's on the same show. I know he appeared on. They don't know what shows they're on. Anyway.
The brand split doesn't matter, and just
brand split doesn't matter. Regardless, you need two top stars. CM Punk and Roman Reigns are the best you're going to get in 2026 for WWE. That's the reason why he has title opportunities. Do I think CM Punk's a hypocrite? To answer your question, Zaria, probably to a degree. Do I think the defeat on Sami Zayn is the reason why? Absolutely not. CD, that take was asinine.
Yes, sir.
All right. My 2 cents. Honestly, I think CM Punk is a hypocrite. Yes, but I literally think it's just a thing as you get older. You just realize certain stuff. Hell, if you guys remember a couple of years ago, freaking Cena came out and he apologized to The Rock when he was getting on The Rock's head for leaving for Hollywood, this, that, and the third. And Cena was like, damn, I done grew up and did the same thing. Like, it's just certain things are going to happen. I don't necessarily fully agree with CD, but I kind of think I get what he was saying. I don't think Reese fully understood what he was saying. I think as you get to positions within the WWE, you become a different level of a superstar. Like Punk is now in that position where he is now the person who, before he was the Sammy, so he was the one getting treated that way. So it's like, I'm the person going against this stuff. Now he's that person, which does make him a hypocrite. I do agree, but now he's that person and he's living it. Like before, he was the person. I would disagree to a spot where I gotta take somebody's title. And now he's the one doing it. Like he's literally had an interview where he said he would refuse spots like that. And now he's doing it. I literally just think it's a thing as you get new positions in your life in general. Hell, Cena did it with Rock. Punk is now doing it. It's just. And
I wouldn't be surprised if anybody else does it going forward, to be honest. I wouldn't be surprised if somebody does it. It is.
Saying. I just don't think that this was he understands more about the business now.
Oh, no, I agree with that. I don't think it's because he understands more about the business. I think it's because he's deeper in the business now. 2011 CM Punk was not
also working for a completely different company. So yeah, there you go.
I don't necessarily think it's because it's two different companies. I think it's because at the end of the day, the way they see you and the way they hold you is going to be similar. Because we can look at this and go, all right, the CM Punk Sammy thing was very similar to Ray and Cena. And I don't know when the hell Ray won that. I think it was 2011. In 2011, Rey Mysterio was after Money in the Bank. Yes, after Money in the Bank. In 2011, Rey Mysterio was not WWE's bread and butter. Like, they did not care. It was cool to give him the title. Boom. Oh, my God, it's the little guy. He's done it again. That is exactly what Sami said. He finally got his moment. Yeah. And then, all right, here comes the actual big dog, the one who's going to sell our tickets, Cena. Boop, go do it. Here comes the actual big dog, the one who's going to sell our tickets, Punk versus Cody, the storyline that they haven't even put anything in besides the fact that it's Punk and Cody. Go do it. Go get that belt so we can get what we actually want. Like, I just think it's literally that. It's just Punk is now in that era of his career where he is that guy. Like, he's one of the top 5 guys on the roster right now. And, like, obviously in 2011, you can't argue that. I'm not arguing that he was not. But he wasn't held to the same standard. Like, he's not backstage. He is not held to the same standard. He's not the guy that you send in to fix stuff when it's going bad. He is now.
Who?
Punk, Roman, and Cody are the guy that you send in to fix stuff when it's going bad right now.
Who in their right mind would send Cody Rhodes to fix something?
Cody has been thrown in how many of the last main events of Mania for the last couple years?
To fix what?
I'm saying those would be the 4 people you do send in to fix something. Heck, when Drew McIntyre won the belt from Cody, who won it back before Mania? Cody.
He didn't fix anything.
I'm not agreeing that it was fixed. I'm saying that these are the people they throw to fix something. When Drew won that belt, he gave everybody the moment they wanted it. Boom. At the end of the day, they wanted Cody, Randy to happen at Mania. That was the bigger marquee match. Yeah, boom. Throw in Cody so he can fix that issue. Whether the storyline was awful,
we can continue, Zaria. We just gotta choose better vocabulary.
I feel you.
So, all right. So now we're gonna keep on with CM Punk. Let's transition gears a little bit more. Punk is champion. Punk has now started to really increase a little bit more on his star power, especially given the fact on how far he's gotten up until very much now. Where does this change and alter CM Punk in the all-time ranking? WWE. Screw it. I'll just have fun. Like I'll have fun with this. I think he's in like my top 5. To be honest.
Hey, I want to kick this one off. Zaria, sorry to interrupt you.
Where do you guys have him?
I have Punk. Punk has officially, honestly, after Mania, he's officially 110% entered my top 10. I think easily too. He is my lower top 10. There's the 5 guys on top 1 through 5. He's not breaking anytime soon. He's probably never going to break them in his career. But I think I have him firmly at 8 because Punk. When I really sit and think about this,
who the 8 have Punk?
Huh?
Name him. Who the
8 I have over Punk? Cena, Austin, Rock, Taker, HBK, Triple H. Oh, that's number 8. No, I'm at number 7. I need one more. Who was my? Let me look at my list, please, sir.
CM Punk would be 8.
No, I'm at 7 right now.
Did you say Roman Reigns?
CM Punk's 8.
I don't have Roman. I don't have Roman. Roman is probably cracking my top 10 now. I will say that much. Hold on. Let me just get my number.
You got Punk over Roman.
Who the 2 behind Punk?
2 behind Punk is probably Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar is my 7.
Oh God.
Brock's over Punk. Those are my 7 above Punk. They're not in order.
Brock in the top 10 is crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
Brock in the top 10 crazy.
Never mind, bro.
Not be crazy.
Never mind, bro. No, he's a big draw. No, he's a big draw. It's just I don't know, bro.
Back to why
time out. No. Yeah. The Beast character is great. Whether you like it, the Beast character is one of the best.
Reese, I love you, but this says CM Punk.
I understand. I know who it's about.
Hey, I'm just trying to remind you.
Brock Lesnar is being top 10 is not crazy. What's asinine is you have an Undertaker over CM Punk. I think that's ridiculous.
I do have Taker over Punk. I'm not here to talk about that, though. I'm here to talk about why he's number 8. Now, if you have him higher than 8, we can go back and discuss that. But why I think he cracks that top 10, number 1, this man was gone. When did he leave? 2013, 2014? And this man was getting the highest chance in all of WWE for what, 7+ years? Over 10 years? People were chanting his name. This man was over when he wasn't in the company. There's only 2 people who ever done that. One of them went to Hollywood, became the 3rd biggest star in Hollywood, and the other is Stone Cold, the bald man, and of course John Fathom Messina. Those 3 people stayed relevant. No, I'm not gonna say they're only 3 people that stayed relevant. They stayed over even when they weren't there. Their chants were still getting chanted even when they weren't there. Those 3 people did it. Punk also, if you look back, there was some early showings at Punk. Punk was over for over 20 years. If I'm really keeping it a buck. CM Punk is in a Survivor Series match in 2006 with the Hardy Boys and D-Generation X, and he actually gets the highest chairs in that entire match. Punk has been over for all time. He's just given a 5-star match, in my opinion. Let me just say, match of the year candidate this year with Roman Reigns. He's still doing amazing matches, still amazing on the mic, has one of the greatest storylines of all time, has some of the greatest feuds of all time. Heck, even his mid-card stuff is really good. Punk, just everywhere he goes, he was the most relevant and kept ECW afloat when that was bad. I'm talking about the ECW of his era, obviously. He was the most watchable thing on it. Him and freaking John Morrison, Johnny Nitro, whatever you want to call him. Punk has just been doing a lot, bro. Like, his career is pumped up with a lot of stuff. And I think that severely impacts his all-time ranking. His impact, his in-ring work, his promo quality, all this have just been great for so long. In my opinion, he's been since 2009. Since 2009, 2008. I'm taking Punk from that era. I think he's boosted into that top 10 range for me, firmly at number 8.
Okay. All right. I'll put my 2 cents on this. All right, let's do this. Okay. Punk, he's creeping up. He's right there. He's at my 11 spot. He's right there at 11. He can be at 10, but
who's over?
Who's over? Cena. I'm gonna get the obvious out of the way. Cena, Austin, Rock, HBK, Hogan, Taker, Triple H. Huh?
Why?
Hogan has more impact on WWE. He's one of the blueprints for wrestling.
I can understand.
In terms of storytelling and ring wise, like he's a real good storyteller in the ring, emotional storyteller at that.
Who's the other 4?
I disagree with that. I'll say Roman's better. Roman's in my top 10 for sure. I got Bret over Punk, and this might be controversial, but I'll take Kurt. Oh, 2 more. Oh, well, I'll take Kurt Angle. And
you take who?
I'll take Kurt Angle.
Why?
Kurt's at my 10th spot. I got Kurt over Punk because he's so fat. He can do it all. He's one of the most all-around like wrestlers. No, Punk can do it all, but I feel like in terms of like comedy bits, he can't do comedy just like he can't do comedy like Kurt can. Like honestly, like the thing with Kurt as well, like the thing about Kurt as well, like he can also switch, like he can flip just like that. He can go from comedy to seriousness. Punk, he can't really do that as much. And I'm not saying like
over? Is that your 10?
You said what?
That's Wait.
That's not one of the main reasons as well. He's also a better in-ring wrestler. He's a better storyteller in ring.
Yes.
He has a better match catalog, in my opinion.
Yes.
I disagree. Okay, but yeah, no. The other person I didn't name, I don't know if I named this person, but did I say Triple H?
No, you didn't. Okay.
No,
Well, that's my spot. Well, Triple H is right there at that spot as well.
I'm mad at Triple H. Only one I disagree with. Punk is one of my favorite wrestlers ever. Probably my third favorite wrestler ever, honestly speaking. But better than Punk, I don't know. I said Punk. I meant Angle. Better than Punk though, that's a toughie. So
yeah, I understand because he got like 6 years and Punk has like 20. But like then again,
I don't agree with Roman.
Yeah, like people. The Roman.
It's not a.
I don't know. Roman's a bigger draw. Has a better match catalog, arguably. So
Punk.
Yeah, so that's not crazy. That's not crazy. I'm looking at it from Big Dog, and I'm looking at it from Tribal Chief. I'm looking at it from like a pay-per-view and like on the show standpoint.
Isn't even his best.
Yeah.
No, but Big Dog is though, and Big Dog Roman has some of the best matches. Honestly, him and AJ Styles.
Yeah, better than CM Punk's work.
Yeah, WWE.
What?
I'm a Big Dog Roman in my opinion.
What? Wait,
I don't think Big Dog Roman is clearing.
Okay,
to me, like that's.
I'm a Korean Big Dog and Tribal Chief like for match catalog. So like,
I definitely hope you are, but I still don't think it.
Everybody pause. Everybody time out. You two are both absolutely crazy. Like I'm on like this is why my mental health isn't good because I have to sit here and talk to you guys for 2 hours. There's absolutely no way you guys. Steph, look at me when I'm talking to you. There's absolutely no way. Absolutely no way you guys believe the words that come out your mouth. There's no way. And Steph, I heard you in the back talking about you've been preparing for this segment. There's no way you actually took your time to use your brain, your God-given ability to think, and thought all the wrong thoughts. Like there's no way. There's absolutely no CD catering, dude. There's absolutely no way.
Catering, dude.
There's absolutely no way. You used all that time in catering, preparing me and Steph the best snacks and biscuits in the world to put those.
Okay.
To say that there's absolutely no way. Look, I'm gonna start off with you core values. CM Punk passed Kurt Angle. If this year didn't prove it, last year should have. CM Punk at this age being debatably the best in WWE. Next to Roman Reigns, it needs to be taken account for. On top of that, us acting like the match catalogs aren't close. They are very close. Also, CM Punk is better.
No, they're close.
Yes, Kurt Angle makes you laugh more. Kurt Angle makes you laugh more. CM Punk delivers more when it's necessary. Right? You don't give. Are you giving Hornswoggle props for making you laugh, CD? That's what you are you doing now? That's
a terrible comparison, brother. I ain't gonna lie.
How? You say comment time out. It's a terrible comparison, but the argument that you made based comedy as your needle mover.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It wasn't the sole reason.
It's absolutely ridiculous. Of the reason. It's not okay, Zaria. Look, is CM Punk top 10? Absolutely. That's where you're wrong, CD. Steph, even though you're trying to give Punk credit, you're still wrong because there's people you had ahead of him that CM Punk is better than. CM Punk is better than Triple H. He's better in the ring. He's better on the mic. He's probably a better character worker too.
No. Yeah, maybe.
Absolutely. On top of that, at this age, Triple H was not doing what CM Punk was doing. That has to account for something.
Okay, so question.
So you go out here, you're saying Triple H is better. Why? Because Triple H had 4 years where the ratings were getting tanked and he had a reign of terror. Is that why? Is Triple H above CM Punk because he was number 4 when Stone Cold, The Rock, Taker, and Foley were around, and sometimes Lesnar? Is that why he's above CM Punk? Because he can't wrestle better than him. He can't talk better than him. They've been doing it for about the same time. So tell me, what's the actual argument for Triple H over CM Punk? The issue is that with both of you guys is that CM Punk is higher than what you claim for him to be, Steph, and it's absolutely ridiculous. It's absolutely asinine. absolutely ridiculous that you
So where do
will
you have
go
CM
out
Punk
there
at?
and you'll put
like
people,
Well, he has him over Triple H.
11 people above CM Punk. It's ridiculous. That's not the case anymore. CM Punk's top 10.
So where do you have him at though, Reese?
Number 7.
So you have him
Who's
one
the seven?
spot. Wait. You did all that talking, and you have him one spot over. Okay, going
You're
back.
ridiculous.
My guys as well from are better than him though.
CD,
Okay,
I just want to go back to my conversation real quick on
Reese McMahon.
Punk.
Oh man.
Punk and Triple H. Yes, I do think Punk is the better in ring. Yes. Yes, I do think
also
Punk
concede
is
to
the
better
better
mic work.
talker. Yes.
Mhm.
One point that I want to knock you for. You brought up the Reign of Terror, and then you brought up the ratings of the Reign of Terror.
Sure.
The Reign of Terror those ratings outviewed the Summer of Punk.
Summer Punk, that's correct.
Yeah. So by your notion of ratings, the worst bit that you just named of Triple H outviewed what the most iconic bit for CM Punk. So that's one point already away from your most iconic. When people think of Punk, they think of the Summer Punk. That's his most iconic moment.
Okay.
That's true.
You could argue he's done better. I agree he has better. That is his most iconic. Triple H outviewed them with the worst point.
Time out. You know throughout the summer of Punk, CM Punk is being pushed down the card because of the stuff that Triple H is doing in the higher up. Like Triple H has creative control.
I agree. The Summer of Punk isn't even a full
Punk go last.
How do we call it that? I'm not here arguing semantics. I'm arguing what you just.
I am arguing. I'm here to argue semantics.
You are, but you're arguing it falsely because Reign of Terror.
Here they go.
How's it falsely? Triple H just has creative control.
Okay.
Honestly,
okay, so you can catch up with Reese McMahon, yes, sir.
To everything. You concede to everything, and then you go, "Oh, but Maurice, the Reign of Terror when Triple H has more stars on the roster, it has more ratings than CM Punk's Summer of Punk."
Reign of Terror had more stars than Summer of Punk.
Yes.
CM Punk, John Cena, Triple H.
You're counting Hunter himself? Go for it.
Are we not going to count Hunter in 2002?
You think Hunter in 02 the same as 11?
You're saying Hunter in 2011 is not a bigger character than 02?
No.
Oh, wow.
Suit. He had Kevin Nash come in. Are you serious? You think Hunter's a bigger star in 11 than he is in 2?
I think Kevin Nash coming like 2011 and 2002.
Do you think John Cena in 2011 is bigger than Triple H in 02?
Oh, John Cena, yeah.
And John Cena's a part of the Summer of Punk.
All of it?
He's a major part of it. And
all of it?
Those episodes of Raw, if I do believe Cena has 2 months.
He's one of the main parts.
John Cena has 2 months of a feud with CM Punk during that time, which Reign of Terror out.
That's not the Summer of Punk. Summer of Punk.
It's not all of it. I do agree. It's not all of it.
Summer of Punk. During the Summer of Punk, John Cena is feuding with Michael Cole having barbecue matches.
We're good. We're good, brother.
I agree. But
he's feuding with Jerry Lawler.
We're good.
He has the anonymous GM segment. Like, it's not consistent work at all. More. And go ahead. Go to 02. Name the stars. Name the stars in 02.
Triple H was feuding with Eugene in 02 and outviewing CM Punk. If we're talking about views.
Wait. Time out. Bring up
every got me
star during that time.
No, I am bringing up everything.
Bring up every other. I didn't ask you to bring up. Eugene.
Eugene got me.
Bring up Goldberg. Bring up Goldberg. When WCW just switched, bring up Goldberg. Bring up the fact that they're not of Austin and Brock. Bring up that, Steph. Don't try to go to the lowest of lows. You're ridiculous, man.
Some good shit.
Did you say Austin for Reign of Terror?
No, I'm saying. Okay. Let's slow it down because you didn't hear a single word I said. You can go ahead and rewind it. Go on your phone right now. Pull it up. I said they're coming off the cusp. CUSP.
Okay.
Go ahead, Zaria. Rewind it. Go ahead.
He pulled up receipts.
Do it.
Let's rewind the tape.
So you mean how? So we're talking about years prior, right? Because you're saying we're coming off the cusp of Austin and all of them. Because you're mentioning years prior.
Hold on. Go ahead, Zaria.
Okay. Yeah. Boys. Before we end up going a little bit Get a little bit too hype. Okay, let's continue on. Let's move over to our idea for the night. Event night.
Yo, I gotta take the hat off, bro. If my headline not straight, please don't do it. Don't gas me.
Nothing's been straight on you all day.
Oh shit, that's crazy, brother.
I'll show you just how unstraight I am in a second.
Oh no, we on YouTube, brother. We on YouTube. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Please don't do it. Yes, sir. What you grabbing back there?
What the? Keep playing, bro.
Oh my god, bro. Yeah, I feel. Yeah, take that out. Oh my goodness, bro. You should cut that out. To be honest. Thank goodness, man.
Oh, you want me on the bottom? Yes. All right, back to our regular.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let's stick to the topic. But
yes, Steph.
So it's
goofing around down there, Brendan.
It's Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins. Obviously, this is pretty much going to be coming to the head for a lot of their feud over the years. Mm-hmm. This is finally them coming it back together again. Who's the correct winner, though? Because I feel like there's definitely sides, to be fair. Who do you guys think should be the proper winner? Is it Seth? Is it Roman? Who wants to?
Let me take the wheel with this one real quick. Okay. So I'm just gonna make this clear. Roman is obviously winning, but I got Seth in 5. Brother. And I'm gonna tell you why. Seth, first of all, he got cooked by Roman. Matter of fact, he got barbecued. He got chopped up, diced up, ate. Like he got everything. He was cooked. He was fried. I know that sounded crazy, but he got fried out. He was done. He didn't stand a chance against the Tribal Chief, the OTC. Put your ones up for Roman Reigns. Put the ones up real quick. Yes, sir. But Seth has to win. I'm not gonna lie, bro. After that ass whooping like that happened on Monday, I'm not gonna lie, he has to win. You gotta get that title that you never lost, by the way. You gotta get that back. He has to really show oh yeah, I can beat Roman. I'm his kryptonite. And I think Roman needs to really carry. I think he needs to carry that weight. Man, I've never beat him. I never will ever beat him. Honestly. I think continuing that will just be okay, this is very interesting. What is Roman gonna do afterwards? How's Roman gonna start moving? Is people in the bloodline gonna look at him differently when he loses to Seth? I feel like you can create something very interesting there as well. And I do think Seth Rollins, if he was to become world champion, he can also really put over some good talent. Not to say that Roman can't either, but I just feel like Seth. I think Seth is more so towards he's more so towards on edge to become world champion. I just think that. I just think Oba just demolishing him, because I will feed Seth Rollins to Oba. I'll just have Oba just beat him in 4 minutes.
Oh,
I would have him beat him in real short time, because I feel like you want to save Roman and Oba for something way bigger, honestly, because I'd rather would see that at Mania than a Money in the Bank or something like that. You know what I mean? So I'd rather see Seth get the title, Oba takes it off, and then we could run a little something with Roman and Oba maybe down the line, but Oba as the top guy, and then they could run a few where the ruler, who is the champion, who against the OTC, Roman Reigns. That's how I feel. I feel like the roles need to be reversed going into Mania. That's how I would book it. So I think Rollins should win. So we can create that storyline.
CD,
go ahead.
I am very happy that you are not a worker at TKO's writing booth. Oh my God, bro.
Yes, sir.
Honestly, when it comes to the winner of this match, the right winner, I do think is Reigns. I think it's just better stories. I think it's just better stories to tell coming out of it if Reigns is the winner. Let me say that. I really do like the concept of wrestlers having a kryptonite, or that one person they just can't beat. I love that concept. And I love that to be Seth for Roman. But at the same time, where we are right now, Roman Oba, I think, makes so much more sense for Oba to come in as the challenger. I don't think Roman should be the challenger coming into Oba. I don't like that. I love Oba beating Roman for his first belt. I'm in love with that. I love Oba challenging Roman for a belt. Let me say that. I don't necessarily agree with your take of it needs a bigger stage, and I've kind of changed my mindset on that. I do think it deserves a stage like Mania. I do agree with that, but I do think a problem that WWE kind of runs into is keeping everybody as far away from each other as they humanly can until Mania or SummerSlam rolls around, and then it's like, okay, now you guys can finally interact. I kind of hate that trope with WWE lately. I think it'll be great to have a major match happen at a random pay-per-view sometimes. I do think Oba and Roman are Mania quality, but Reigns is the right winner, in my opinion. Seth, I think you can do good stuff with the belt. I do, but I just think it's so much better stuff to do with Roman. Also, if Seth was to win the belt to be fed to Oba and destroyed in 4 minutes, that is the most. That would be so bad, especially when Seth can give Oba and Seth can produce an amazing match. Let me add that part in too. We've seen Oba with small talent, like he can make some amazing matches with them. But yeah, I just think the stories that come out of Reigns and Oba are better than anything that Seth and Oba can do. Also, with what we've already been hyped up with Reigns and Oba before, like when Roman first won the belt in that press conference where he's winning and he's like, hey, I got SummerSlam free. Like they already got that stuff trending. I don't think their roles should reverse. I don't think Oba should walk in as champ. I'm just in love with this idea of Roman winning the belt and keeping the belt and the stories that he can go on to tell. He has storylines with Oba. He has storylines, potentially a Rock. That doesn't really need the belt. But he just has so many storylines that he can still tell when he does have the belt with these young talent, because there's a lot of young talent.
There is, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know if there's like some TKO vaccine going out there to where like you guys just go and get injected with it and just start having the worst takes of all time. CD, whatever writing team that is near you, however close you are to Connecticut, get further away. That's one of the worst fantasy booked ideas I've ever heard.
Yeah, that was
absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah,
that was horrible. What I'll tell you isn't horrible is Roman Reigns beating Seth Rollins. That's what I'll tell you isn't horrible. Steph, for once in your life, you finally made the right statement. There you go. I give credit to where credit's due, and I take it away from where it deserves to be taken away. CD, you need to be restricted from ever entering the place that's called Connecticut ever.
Yes, sir.
Look, let me tell you everything that's wrong with what you said before I get into why everything I'm about to say is right. So, one, you mentioned how Seth Rollins can be kryptonite to Roman, and then Oba Femi is going to beat Seth Rollins, then face Roman Reigns. Why in the world would if Oba Femi beat the kryptonite to Roman Reigns, why would he want to fight Roman Reigns? Nor why would Roman Reigns like if anything that reverses the dynamic that you want, where it's Oba Femi being stronger and getting stronger by climbing that mountain. Instead, it now just looks like Oba Femi just beating a weaker version of Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns if Seth Rollins just beats him all the time. So now you have now you have Oba Femi go into Mania after beating the person who beat Roman Reigns clean, because Seth Rollins is a babyface right now. So you have him beat Roman Reigns clean. He already beats the person who beat Roman Reigns clean. Now it goes into Mania fighting a Roman Reigns who already lost clean to the person that he already beat last time. I feel like that just kind of diminishes how strong Roman looks inside the Mania match if you want to build it up. Also, if Roman Reigns beats Seth Rollins, then maybe Oba Femi and them have a match before Mania and before the Rumble, and Oba Femi loses to Roman Reigns. Now he has something to strive for, beating Roman Reigns, the hill that he finally cannot climb, that he has to climb for himself in his own confidence. Perhaps even a callback to our conversation earlier about the Oba Lesnar match and some stakes that are off the table for some reason. How about this? How about Oba Femi does get that title shot? He does get the title shot that he already knew that he was going to have, that he believes that he's already going to have. That's why he relinquished the King of the Ring. Well, guess what? Title shots might come a little bit easier to you because of your position, but when the title ain't that easy, he loses to Roman Reigns for that championship. That's exactly what should build momentum into Oba Femi trying to climb this mountain that is the tribal chief that have the table, Roman Reigns. So those are all the things wrong with everything that you said. Seth Rollins winning damages a lot, and there are just better stories to tell. And the best stories to 100%. Tell, unfortunately, don't involve Seth Rollins. I'm sorry. They just don't. I firmly believe, and I know this might sound crazy to some, but the CM Punk Roman Reigns story that everybody had controversy on going into Mania has been better built up than this one. This one has been tons of Shield callbacks that we've been doing for the past decade, some highlights, and some okay promo segments. Worse promo segments than we're getting with CM Punk and Roman Reigns, for sure.
I disagree with that last word.
Yeah, if you think that the promo segments between Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns are better than the CM Punk Roman stuff, that's ridiculous.
I disagree with the okay promo segment part.
The last one was really good. The first ones were okay.
Last one and the first one was really good in my opinion.
The
opening one to start the feud was really good.
I disagree. But
I don't think. Well, you don't like Seth, so that's probably why.
Not really. I give him credit to where he's deserves it though.
And Seth was significantly the face of that first promo, so it makes sense why you wouldn't like it. I
also don't like Seth being the face in this. I don't think he does.
Yeah, you don't like Seth being the face at all. I understand. We didn't get you.
I don't think. I kind of think Seth's.
I don't like either of them being the like. These guys are both not faces.
Yeah, they're not faces. I meant face as in like he was the leader of that promo.
In kayfabe, they're being portrayed as faces though.
They're kind of both just portrayed as dudes to me with this.
I disagree. No, Seth Rollins, like, he plays the victim during the whole Bron Breakker feud.
Just a bunch of regular Joes.
Then he goes into this one playing the victim. Like he wasn't the one who put the vision together. Like he wasn't the one who destroyed the Shield. Like, what are you talking about? You're not the good guy. Like, I don't like it.
I can agree with that. I mean, for this feud, I do feel like once you get to a certain status within wrestling, you kind of lose tail, face. You kind of just go. Like, you're just kind of a permanent tweener at a point. Like,
you kind of just become a guy.
Roman Reigns is like you. I think it depends on who you're going up against. Like, Roman's gonna be a face sometimes, gonna be a heel sometimes.
No, I think they've slightly ruined the character of Roman Reigns as well.
It's like the triple threat they had at Mania. The only definite heel was Seth. Punk wasn't necessarily the face. He was cool.
He definitely was the face.
He was a face, but like he also had some heel elements when he was doing certain stuff just to piss Roman off. Like, I don't know.
He definitely was the face, man.
I don't know. I feel like once you get to a certain point, you just become a character. You're just a Deadpool out there.
Especially when you're already like well known too.
But
yeah.
You wouldn't say that stuff's been happening far before TKO though. Like Triple H, when he was going up against Taker for Mania, was doing heelish things.
I ain't gonna lie, the
feud
was great too.
So, like, you're not helping your case.
You could say they suck, but I wouldn't. I'm saying Triple H wasn't the heel.
I think they both suck. Like, I just like that.
I mean, they were just a couple guys. There was a couple guys trying to fight
like,
at Mania.
Nothing but some bros, bro. Like, let them.
They were just men trying to fight at Mania.
Yeah,
and not to mention the storyline was not good too.
I don't think like that's what I'm saying. I think they both suck.
The storyline wasn't even good neither, by the way.
That's what I'm saying. I think they both suck. You just.
I'll be honest. I'll be honest. Like the whole feud is like, oh, you'll never be better than Shawn. I want a match. Okay. Like that's it.
They're both worse than Shawn.
Yeah, it's kind of terrible. I ain't gonna lie. Like,
not really.
Jesus.
I don't think that was a few, but
having a mid off, like, no, be quiet.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think that is all the time that we have for today. We went over basically everything. Ladies and gentlemen, Saturday Night Main Event is literally this weekend and literally coming up very, very soon. We will be having SummerSlam. Thank you so much for joining us for another live stream today. I'm Zaria. I was joined by CD. I was joined by Steph. I was joined by Reese. Everyone say goodbye. Have a good one. Bye.
Learn your values. Yes, sir. Learn your values.
Values.
Okay, Reese.